everyone, and welcome back to iCanfield Vietnam. And today we're very pleased to have Mr. Phương Lê with us today. Hello, Mr. Phương.
Hey, Sally.
Thank you for joining with us again. In today's discussion, we'll be taking a closer look at the Peak Mammoth project. It is an EB-5 project that has received an I-956F approval and have benefits from the highly sought after rural designation under the EB-5 RIA. So coming to our first questions. So from your perspective, what would be the very first thing that the investor should check when reviewing an EB-5 project?
Excellent question. And this applies to whether it's rural or high unemployment in general, right? So the first thing an investor should review when they check out a project is money. We typically tell investors it's best to invest into a project that doesn't need EB-5 money, right? That what we mean is a project that's fully financed, that has all the funds that it needs to finish construction, even if EB-5 doesn't come in. EB-5 is a bonus, right? So we always advise investors to make sure that a project has sufficient money to ensure that construction and development continues as they're raising EB-5 money. Another thing the two other things that we typically advise are we look for a project with a construction completion guarantee, where if in the future the project needs more money, the construction completion guarantee will make someone, whether it's the project owner or another third party with money, to step in and pay whatever cost they need to finish the project. The last one, if possible, right, is, and this is rare, is to look for a project that has a repayment guarantee, right? Typically what you want is a repayment guarantee with actual money, right, or money or property attached to it. That actually, if something were to happen in the future, if the EB-5 loan is slow to be repaid, the repayment guarantee will actually allow the investors to be paid back regardless. So those are the things I would look for.
Okay, thank you for the information. And so as Peak Mammoth is a rural EB-5 project, so in your opinion, what unique opportunities does this rural advantage give to the Vietnamese investors?
Sure. So maybe the biggest thing that why people are interested in rural projects is priority processing. Under the RIA, this new version of the EB-5 bill that passed in 2022, Congress decided that they wanted to promote rural projects or development. So the rural EB-5 projects have more visas reserved for them, and they also have what's called priority processing, where 526Es will be processed faster than high unemployment or unreserved categories. And in actual practice, we do see that rural I-526Es are generally approved faster.
Okay, that is really insightful. And I've heard that you've been working on the I-95F approval, like the Peak Mammoth. So what significance does it make for investors when choosing a project that has this kind of approval?
Sure, it's a good question. So a 956F approval means that USCS, or the government, has already reviewed the project's investment and business structure, right? And has basically confirmed that it's approvable. So what that means is they have reviewed the project's PPM, the investment terms, the project's business plan, to make sure that this is credible, that they are confident that the project can move forward if they approve it, and also that they will also look at the job creation estimates. Is this reasonable? Do they think that the job creation estimate will actually play out that way, right? So they do this, and it's a good thing, because what the government is basically saying is they want to review whatever EB-5 project is being promoted first before they will actually allow investors to be approved, right? So 956F approval means the government has already taken that first step to confirm that this project's structure, its investment, its job creation is reasonable.
Okay, and for our last question. So given that there are many things that the investors need to handle when they're preparing for the EB-5 process, so what do you think is the importance of the role of an EB-5 consulting agent in supporting the investor throughout this process?
Certainly. Part of the main thing is a quality consultant, a quality agent, and your team knows this too, right? I think it's very important because it will make the investor's life 100 times easier.
Yes.
Right? So We have been fortunate to work with a number of quality overseas agents, migration agents. So the thing that a lot of people in the US don't understand is EB-5 is a process. It takes an entire team to help a lot of these investors, right? Especially in Vietnam. So from the boss, Jimmy Vu, to your sales team who has to review these documents and answer investor questions, to case processing who has to help collect these documents, translate them, work directly with us. It takes a whole entire team in order to work on it. So having a quality team through an agent will certainly make the investor's life a lot easier.
Thank you for your answers.
Certainly, thank you.
Okay, and lastly, thank you for Mr. Phương Lê for all of his insights and perspective on this project and also in the EP5 landscapes. And I would like to say a thank you to you all for watching to the end. If you have any interest and any questions about regarding this project or the EP5, please feel free to contact iCanfield Vietnam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.